Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I am Jane and you're welcome back to my podcast channel. I will definitely post this out there on the social media, so please do not forget to follow my social media handles at Jane Bernard on Instagram, at Jane Bernard, and on Instagram, that's on YouTube, at Janelo, that's the JANNELO_ at Instagram, and on WeChat at Jane Bernard. Alright, and on AudioMac with Talk with JB. Okay, today I will be talking about one of my favorite topics to talk about. I know you guys may be wondering what that is, or already so maybe we have guessed. I know what she's talking about. Well, I will be talking about how to travel on a budget during this coming holiday. Today is the 26th of April, and you guys, knowing that 3 days later will be a holiday here in China is, it's something to be very happy about, because you have to rest, you have to travel, you have to, meet with people, your friends, or whoever or wherever you want to go to. So I will be putting us through the process on how to travel on budget. So if this is your first time seeing me or hearing my podcast, I'm always here to give you guys the informations and kind of tell you guys about how to do a lot of things here in China, down to the things you may not even expect me to talk about, So yeah, I am so glad, and with the help of a lot of you, with you guys screaming my screening my videos and also watching me, sometimes also get guests saying my friends talking about, and people like, okay, I want to join your podcast, and you're doing a good job, I like all your supports, all your encouragement so far. I really want to say thank you. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just gonna go into today's podcast. Okay, you see, I didn't even write nothing on today because this is more like one of my favorite topics to talk about, because I love to travel, and I love to talk about traveling on budget. As a matter of fact, I've got a private group on WeChat where I post some tips, and sometimes we talk about how to travel within China, within China alone on budget. So if you want to join the group, you can always message me and I will add you to the group. So one of my most important lists, okay, not my list, okay, how do I even put that? One of my most important tricks, okay, that's a trick, not a trick to say, but one of my most important points or idea on traveling on budget is going to a place where you know someone, or rather just asking around and be like, oh, who stays here? For example, you want to go to Chengdu here in China, and you're like, I don't know how to do my hotels, the bills could be so much. In when you hear bills of the hotel, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can afford this. You can always hook up with someone to help you ask around, or you could be lucky to even get a friend you could, stay with in a city of your choice. So that is more like accommodation fee, either reducing, having a subsidy, or just having a free accommodation. I mean, that cannot be overemphasized, you guys. I can overemphasize that enough, actually. That is one of the most important thing for me, because I love to know that where I'm going to here in China has a settled accommodation. I don't want no problems. And I don't want to end up sleeping on the train station or at the airport or something. Nope. So get that sorted out. So number 2 here on my lists. I got my list here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got my list here, you guys. Number 2 here is also buying your flight tickets or your train tickets in advance, okay? This may not be, it may not be much of a problem if you're going within the same province, right? For example, I'm going to maybe like Qingdao or like Weifang, just around your province. I don't think you need this point so much. I don't think you should worry so much, because most of the times the tickets are always like fixed, and it's always like you still have some ticket left. But during this holiday, you guys, if you're traveling this holiday and you've not gotten your ticket as of last weekend, I am sorry to say, because probably the ticket are sold out. Like, they are definitely sold out. It's not probably, they are definitely sold out, you guys. So please always get your ticket in advance, so that you can have time to plan for other things. So, and also it can even be cheaper when you buy in advance. All right, sometimes. Okay. So number 3 on my list is actually getting an app. Okay, it's called 大众点评. I think most of the people already know that. Actually having your plan mapped out before you travel, especially if you're traveling far distance. I mean, how can it's just like you're traveling and you don't even know where you're going to, you don't even know what you want to go there for. If you're going to have fun, you don't even know the locations you want to. I mean, okay, it's not a problem if you're going somewhere and you don't have a plan. There are always tons of resources to help you. And also, this app is a very, very good deal. Like, you can always download the app, change location, and you see thousands of places at a city you'd like to go. But the best thing here is to plan ahead. Okay, plan ahead of time. Okay, I want to go here. When I'm done with seeing what I want to see here, I want to go here, I want to visit this place, I want to go to this, have your plans worked out. Like, get it in advance, okay? Or get the app. All right, so number 4 on my list, okay? I keep pointing up my head because I think that's where my list is probably trying to get a direction, a particular direction to wherever you're going to. What I mean is, when you're traveling, you don't want to end up or having a problem of you don't want to end up maybe going to a new place, especially if it's a new place. I mean, how do you navigate your way? Because I think most cities here in China, they don't have the same bus station designs and numbers, or how to read the bus stations, or how to call the taxis, the prices and all of that. So get mapped out plans when it comes to direction, when it comes to fixing all this, all these basic things. I think you should get a direction to all of this. These are very important. These are literally detrimental, you guys. Okay. So number 5 on my list here today is obviously, I would say, if you want to travel on budget, this is gonna link with my just described point, my number 4 point, which is like knowing the direction. Because if you don't know your direction ahead, you will end up spending more than you're supposed to spend. So the number 5 here is actually try to use more of the public transport in your new city, in your designated destination. I cannot say this enough, okay? When I talk with someone about traveling on budget, I don't even like to mention taxes, okay? The taxes, and it will cost you a whole lot, unless probably you try the buses, because like I just said, the buses may not be same with like the city you are in. Like there might be like small differences in maybe like how to read the buses, or like how it looks like. But whatever you're doing, I think you should use more of the public transport when you need it. I mean, it even gives you the vibe, the chance to enjoy the city or enjoy the small place you're going to. Because, I mean, you just go to the taxis. The taxis sometimes are faster, and you would just like, you would also see the windows and the places from the windows, obviously, but you wouldn't give you the vibe of, the kind of vibe of looking from the bus and also trying to get close to people around. Sometimes you just pick up a random conversation with people around. That's if they want to conversate, okay? And these are what makes you have extra experience while going to a city or a location here in China. All right, I'm talking about here in China, okay? And if you're watching this video from YouTube, from Instagram, from Facebook, from Twitter, from AudioMac, if you're listening to it from AudioMac or Spotify, you can also apply this to wherever you are. If you're not in China, it can be applied to whatever situation or location, not situation, location you are, okay? This is not limited to China. No. Even sprouting a conversation with people in the bus, it makes it more fun. It makes your stay more enjoyable and, relaxing while on budget. Because here in China, 2 kuai can take you to a very long distance where taxi cannot take you for such a low amount, unless you're driving your own car. But if you're not, I would advise to save up the taxi money and use a good fraction of that money to take buses instead. All right, so number 6 here on my list is probably gonna be, you should take pictures. Take pictures, you guys. Take pictures. Okay, take pictures, please. Take pictures. A lot of people might say, oh, but I'm camera shy. I don't like posting. But what if you don't get the chance to go back there again? What if you don't get the chance to see that person again? Why don't you just take a picture? Why don't you just savor the moment? Savor the moment, you guys. Savor the moment. Like, take pictures. Breathe the air. Be happy. I mean, just be around the moment. Please be around the moment. Sometimes you just have to go to a place once. I know you're camera shy. I know you don't like to post so people would know what you're doing, but people don't really care if you're doing good or the bad thing. I don't think people care so much. So why not just enjoy yourself? If taking pictures would help you store that memory, why not just take the picture, smile, do crazy things, take crazy pictures, go crazy places in a crazy different land from what you used to. Just be free with yourself, with your spirit, with your mind. I mean, when you do all this, you will definitely understand the very, very reason why traveling is very important. And then you try to think about, oh, I will travel to a lot of places, so please, I want to know more about traveling on budget. But if you just go to a place and you just like, okay, I've seen that place, I've seen the mountain, no picture taking, no person talk, no person in person conversation, no new people met, no crazy things done, no time to even savor the moment. I mean, you would definitely think traveling is a burden. If I have the chance to travel all year long, I will travel. By the way, if anyone wants to sponsor anyone to travel around the world all year, 2 years, 3 years, please, I will be the number 1 volunteer for that. Like, I want to travel. I cannot overemphasize or get enough of travel. I don't want to get enough of it. Okay, so that is my number 6 points. Okay, I don't know if I have number 7 point, because these are like the 6 points I have in mind. And number 7 will definitely maybe just be to take your time, plan your budget on time. And number 7, yes, that is the most important point, is do not do or travel on this holiday or whatever time you feel like traveling just to make people like, oh, I've traveled to this place. Oh, Instagram, Facebook, oh, look at where I am. Do not do it for nobody. Don't do it for Instagram. Don't do it for Don't do it for me. Don't do it for anybody. Don't do it for your friends. Don't do it for people to see that, oh, I am enjoying. No, do it for yourself, because you may not have this opportunity to go to where you wanted to where you want to go now, or where you plan to go during this holiday. So please do it for yourself. Whomever you may, try to be kind to anyone. It makes your travel lots more easier, so it doesn't get so freaking overwhelming, or like you're tired, or I don't want to do this, or oh my gosh, traveling is hard. No, traveling is not hard. If you make it hard, it definitely hard. It is exhausting sometimes. I'm not gonna say traveling has no disadvantage. The disadvantage is just that it is exhausting, and if you don't plan well, it is time consuming, it is money consuming. It will snoop up your money. But yeah, that is why I'm here. I'm giving you the tips on how to travel on budget. So make your plans, okay? Plan yourself ahead of the time. If possible months, okay? If possible weeks, okay? Days, alright? But if you have all the money to, lavish or buy anything you want to do, of course. But, in as much as you have the money, you can also have, think about, let me see. Think about, saving that extra coin so you can add up to the next travel. Okay, that doesn't mean you're poor. No, if you have the mindset of traveling, no matter how small or how huge your money is, or how huge or small your budget is, it doesn't mean you're poor, you guys. It doesn't mean you're poor. Do not say, oh, I am not poor. You are not poor. Okay, traveling is rich. It makes your mind rich. The culture you're gonna go to consume, and also being on the road is something. Okay, some people are still looking for that zeal, that creativity to be on the road. So for you to even have plans on traveling, you have crossed the first step. So it is not traveling on budget. It does not mean you're poor or you are broke. Okay, so but if you're broke, then that's a plus one. So yeah, so you guys, let me see. I will try my best not to make this podcast so long, so I could post on WeChat as well. Because if I make it like my normal podcast, which is like 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long, sometimes even 1 hour, I may not be able to post on WeChat. So I will post this on WeChat, so people will also get to know about it on how to apply this tips for the next travel during this holiday, which is gonna start from the 29th of April, which is in 3 days time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you guys, I am gonna go now, and I'm gonna see you on my next audio, on my next podcast. Okay, so if you have a podcast request, you guys, please do not forget to let me know, and I will fix you on my next month podcast sessions. Okay, every month I'm gonna post my schedules, and also you guys can join me to be a guest audience or ask me questions. I will be willing to answer your questions. Alright guys, I'm gonna see you on my next podcast and the next video. Bye again.